Uh, okay, we can start. Is it audible, Usha? Please type me in the chat box. Is it audible? Okay. In the last class, I told you about. In the last session, I told you about indentation. Okay, if this is the column one, next column also it must begin here only. Okay, next lines column also it must begin here only. That is known as indentation. Okay, all the level one statements must begin here only. If I move here, it becomes level two. Okay, it becomes another block. Okay, that we must not do. Similarly, I told you about modules. I told you about various modules. Sys, time, pandas, numpy, sklearn, scikit, beautiful soup, matplotlib, seaborn, random. Okay. Similarly, OS. All these are different modules. Okay. Here we are importing time module. I have executed this and I have shown this. Similarly, system. Okay. Sys is another module. It gives you the version. Okay. Similarly, OS. We have used OS. Okay, it has method like system, it clears the screen. I told you all these things. Next, I told you about sys.exit. Okay, in this example it will execute this statement, but it will not execute. This is the second line statement. Okay, because we are coming out of this. Okay, I told you about if statement. After if, you'll be having condition. After if, you'll be having condition. Condition may be written in brackets or no brackets. It's and it is another block. Indentation must be there here. Okay, if you see in this if else, it is a two-way branching statement. If else is a two-way branching statement. So it is known as true block. If this condition is true, this is executed. If the condition is false, this block is executed. Okay, here we must give colon. Okay, after else also we must give colon. Even I told you about else if condition. Okay, after that else if condition. Okay, colon, some statements. We may be having n number of things. We may be having n number of possibilities. This is known as multi-way decision making statement. Multi-way decision making statement. Multi-way decision making statement or branching statement. Okay. Even I told you about. Uh, the while statement. Okay, even I told you about while statement also. We will be having if within if also. That is nested if. If within if. Okay, I'll write some example. If A is greater than B. Okay. Similarly, if B is greater than C, B is greater than C. Colon. Okay, we can write. Uh, we can write print A is big. Print A is big. Okay, big number. Now, since it is a message, we must write that one in a quotes, single quotes, or it may be written in double quotes. So I may declare some values. A is equal to, I may declare like this: A, comma B, comma C. Multi-way declaration, multiple declaration of variables. Say I'll
Sir,
take
alle.
100,
Hello, sir.
80, and 75. Okay, 100, 80, and 75. We see here in this condition, if this if is within another if, this if is within another if. Okay, that's why this is known as nested if. Okay, I'll try to execute this. Say, okay, okay, I'll show you again. Next, while statement. While is a loop statement where the statements are executed until this condition becomes false. Okay, so we must give colon, we must give semicolon after the end of the condition. Similarly, we must give brackets. We must give brackets is optional. We may give brackets here or it is optional. It is optional. Okay. Now you see in this case, I told you all these examples. I initialize spam with 0. Okay. While spam is less than 5, we are printing hello world. So these two statements must be given indentation like this. Okay. Now similarly, we printed numbers from 1 to 5. I have initialized I is equal to 0. This will be executed true. 1, you will get 1. 1 will be incremented, becomes 2. 2 is less than 5. Again, we will print 2. Like that, it repeats until this condition becomes false. Okay. Similarly here. Now the next thing is loop statement. The next thing is loop statement. Now here, for loop, it is a combination of three statements. It's a combination of three statements. Okay, this first part is initialization, the second part is condition, the third part is increment or decrement. You have learned this one in C language. Okay, this is the example of C language. But here in the Python, the syntax is like this. We are writing for, which is a keyword, variable. We are using variable. You see here where. Okay, for where in object. We'll be having in is a keyword. Similarly, object for iteration. If you see the example here, I is a variable. Okay, here for is a keyword, I is a variable, in is a keyword, my list is an object. Okay, I think you know these things. Lists, sets, dictionary, tuples, all these are objects. They are also known as collections. Please type me collections.
ಕಲೆಕ್ಷನ್ಸ್ ಯಾವ ಅಂತ ಟೈಪ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕಾ
Usha,
ಸರ್?
please type me collections. Okay, good. You see here list. I think you learned in Java. I think you learned in Java. Okay, Java. Okay, similarly, collections will be there in everywhere. Collections will be there in every language, like lists. Okay, this is the example of list. Similarly, you'll be having two sets. I'll give you example for list. Okay, list is like this. R, red. Okay, red, white, something like this. It's a list. It will be enclosed within square brackets. Similarly, sets. I'll take S1 as example. It must be written in brackets like this. It must be written in brackets. Say here I'll write 1, 2, and 3. Similarly, dictionary. You'll be having dictionaries. Okay, I'll explain these things clearly later. Dictionaries will be like this. Capital, say India. Okay, colon, Delhi. Okay, comma, Sri Lanka. We'll be having Sri Lanka. Colon, we need to write Colombo. We need to write Colombo. Okay, something like this. Next, pupils. Okay, here if you write pupils will be like this. Pupils will be similar to lists. Okay, it will be like this. 1, 2, and 3. I'll tell you all these things later. Say in this example, are you listening, Usha? Okay. Lists, sets, dictionary, tuples. If you become perfect in these things, you learned half of the Python. Okay, that is the meaning here. If you learned lists, sets, dictionary, and tuples, okay, I'll explain you clearly. Just this is the example for loop. For I in my list, okay, it will print It will print first, it will print 1, then it will print 2, then it will print 3, then it will print 4. Okay, it's like this. Say 1 minute. I'll try to open PyCharm. Okay, you can see these two icons. Okay, you need to click on this icon. Try to install PyCharm in your system. It will be installed. Parallelly, we can do the things. Now you see the example here. I have took a list. I have took a list fruits. Okay, whenever we write a list, it must be enclosed within single quotes. If it is a string, it needs to be enclosed within single quotes. Okay, apple is a string. That's why it is enclosed within single quotes. Apple, banana, papaya, and pineapple. Okay, I have included all the fruits. Now, for fruit in fruits. Okay, first apple will be brought into fruit, and we are printing apple. Okay, so we'll print apple. Okay. After that again this will be iterated. Banana will be fraud, so you'll get banana as the output. Okay, after that papaya is brought into fruit. Okay, again pineapple is brought. Okay, until the end, until it reaches the end of the list, it will copy every individual object and copy into the fruit. Okay, and it will print the fruit. Okay, anyhow, I'm recording the things. I'll send you this. Now if you see the next example, next list, it is banks. Okay, SBI, ICICI, Kotak, and Canara. Okay, everything is enclosed within square brackets, so it is a list. Okay, now for bank in banks, it will print now first it will print SBI. Now first it will print SBI, comma ICICI. Okay, comma Kotak. Okay, comma Canara Bank. Okay, like this. Next, if you see the cricketers, I took one more list like cricketers. For cricketer in cricketers, every value from the cricketers is brought and copied into the cricketer. First, Sehwag is brought and is placed in cricketer, and we will print the cricketer. Okay, so you'll get the first object as Sehwag. Okay, now again ABD Villiers will be brought and it will be copied. Similarly, Chris Gale will be brought and copied. Okay, Chris Gale. Okay, Chris Gale. You must listen these things carefully. Okay. Now similarly, I took some example actors. I took a list of actors: Shuraj Kumar, Puneet, Dunia Vijay, and Ravichandran. Now for all the actor in actors, we need to print the actor. Okay, say in the output first you'll get Shuraj Kumar. Okay, you'll get Shuraj Kumar, then Puneet Rajkumar. Okay, then Dunia Vijay. Okay, then V Ravichandran, something like this. Okay, I'll show here. I'll close here. Okay, I have opened the editor. Just I'll copy and I'll try to execute them one by one. I'll try to execute one by one. Okay, so I'll copy all these things. Okay, until here. I'll go to the editor. I'll copy everything. Okay, I paste everything. Now this one I need to comment. This one I need to comment. Now similarly, I'll comment all these things. If you want to comment all these things, Control All, Control Slash. Okay. Now you see here, we are having a list: fruits, apple, banana, papaya, pineapple. Now I'll run this. Import examples. You see here, we got apple, banana, papaya, and pineapple. Okay. So if I do like this, what will be the error? Will be there any error, Usha? What type of error it will be there? After for, I'm typing P here itself. What type of error it will be there? Okay, I'll try to run this. You see here, indentation error. It is
Sir,
indentation error. After for loop, all the statements must begin in the next line. Okay, this belongs to the outer level. Okay, or outer block. This belongs to the inner block. Okay, did you understand? Indentation error. Please type me indentation error, Usha. Okay, good. See here, after for, I must give space. Okay, or else you'll get error. So I'll run this. You must note down all the types of errors. Until now we got syntax error, attribute error, name error. This is indentation error. Okay, it should not begin here. It should begin from here. Okay, so I'll run this. You'll get apple, banana, papaya, and pineapple. Okay, so I'll comment this. I'll come here. We will execute the next example. Okay, now you tell me, is there any error? What I must do? Okay, indentation error. Good. See here, I must move P here. Okay, so I'll run this. We got first SBI is brought from the list and is copied in bank. So we will get SBI. Next, it will bring ICICI and copy into the bank. Okay, and it will print bank like that. From the list, it will bring all the things. Okay, in is very powerful. In is very powerful. Okay, see here, in is a keyword. Uh, in is a keyword. We can write SBI in banks. Okay, it will give you true. It will give you true that if SBI is present in banks. Okay, that must be enclosed within single quotes. Okay, because SBI is a string. SBI is a string. Okay, wait. Print. We must give print. I'll run one more time. You see there, true. It is true. Okay, so in is a keyword. Okay, you must know that. I'll explain you these things later. Okay, in is a keyword. Now, if you see the next example, control slash, here I took cricketers Sehwag, AB de Villiers, and Chris Gayle. I'll run this. Invalid syntax. Okay, what is the problem? You see the error here. We are getting error here. What is the meaning here? Syntax error. You see here, what is the error? For loop must be terminated by using colon. Usha, this must be ended with colon. Okay, that is the syntax. Okay, you see there, we got it. Okay, here we must give colon. Okay, in the C it was not there, but here it is there. Okay. So after the for loop we must give colon. I'll run this. We got Sehwag, AB de Villiers, and Chris Gayle. Okay, so the type of the error is syntax error. Okay, I'll write here syntax error. I'll comment this. Now I'll write one more example. I'll uncomment them. See here, if I remove that quotes. Okay, see what we will get. Invalid syntax. It will give you the position. It will give you the position where the error is. It will treat from here to here, here to here, a single thing. So you try to give colon. Okay, now you run this. It's not colon, it is quotes. So we got Shivraj Kumar, Puneet, Dunya Vijay, and V Ravichandran. Okay. Now you see here in this example, I have used tuple. I have used tuple. Okay, tuple must be written in uh, uh, small brackets. Okay, it's not square brackets, it is small brackets. Okay, here we may have heterogeneous data type. One is integer, Akhil is string. We may have multiple things like this. Okay, but in generally in Bliss we'll be having strings. Strings are integers, homogeneous data type. Okay, I will explain you those things later. I'll run this. Okay. What is the mistake here? What is the mistake here? See the name of the tuple. See the name of the tuple. Tuple name is my tuple1. Okay, I have written here list. So here I must write my tuple1. Okay. Which one you are not getting, Usha? Whether it is a tuple or a list. Last one. Okay. See here, this is tuples. Okay, this is the example for tuples. Okay, tuples means that needs to be enclosed within brackets. Okay, here we need to write here we may write heterogeneous data type. Heterogeneous data type, say students USN number, students USN number comma name. Okay, say name is XYZ, name is XYZ, his address Vijaynagar. Okay, say it is heterogeneous. That means we are writing integers, we are writing strings. Okay, even we may have float values also. Okay, like is percentage. Okay, is percentage may be 7.6. Okay, or 70.6. Did you got, Usha? Tuple is an heterogeneous data type. Okay, so I will comment this. Okay, the name of the object I have given is my tuple1. Okay, it's also known as identifier. My tuple1 is identifier. Okay, it's also known as variable. Okay, in Python it is known as variable object. Okay, in Python everything is object. I'll comment this. I'll run this. So you got one, Akhil and Vijaynagar. Okay, this is the example for for loop. Where we are going to use for loop. Okay. Next we'll go to the notepad. Okay, next the next one is range function. Okay, you see the example here. Range may be used in three types: range value, range two values, two arguments, range three arguments. Okay, I think arguments. Arguments are these values. Okay, arguments are nothing but parameters. Okay, here one parameter, here two parameters, here we are passing three parameters. Okay, you see in this example, for I in range of 101. Okay, It will start from 0. It will start from 0. It will start from 0. It will print 1, 2, 3 until 100. Okay. Similarly, from 12, 13, 14, 15 until 16. Okay, it will print until from 12 to 15. Okay, not 16, only 15. 16 is excluded. 16 is excluded. Okay, start and stop. Start and stop. Start is 12, stop is 16. Okay, now similarly we want to print the values from 1 to 200. We are incrementing by 2. Okay, so what will be the output? You'll get 1, 3, 5, okay, until 200, until 200. Okay, are you getting range? What is range? In how many ways we can use range? 3 times. Okay, 3 times. For I in range of 101. Say when I try to execute that, you will understand. I'll comment this. I'll comment this. Okay. Now I'll copy this. I'll copy the first one. I'll copy the first one. I'll come here. I'll paste here. Okay. Now I run this. You see there, we got the values from 0 to 100. 101 is excluded. 101 is excluded. Okay. Now if I write something like this, if I write something 202, okay, what will be the last number? If I write range of 202, what will be the last number, Usha? If I write 201, good. You see here, I'll run this. See here, 201 is the last number. Okay, this is one way of writing. This is one way of writing. Okay, I'll comment this. Now, this is 2 parameters with 2 parameters. Say if I want to print numbers from 12 to 16. I want to print the numbers from 12 to 16. Okay, I'll run this. See here, 12, 13, 14, 15 and 16. 16 is excluded. Always 16 is excluded. Okay, it starts from 12. Say I want to print numbers from 10 to 20. Okay, I must give 21. Okay, I'll run this. You see there, we got from 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 17, 19 until 20. Okay, like this. This is with 2 parameters. Range with 2 parameters. Now the range with 3 parameters. The range with 3 parameters. Okay, say I want to print all the odd numbers. I want to print all the odd numbers in between 1 to 40. Okay, so I must increment by 2. First number will be 1. First number will be 1. Okay, it will print 1. Again it will increment 1 plus 2. 1 plus 2 is 3. Okay, like this you'll get you see there, first number is 1, second number is 3, okay, third number is 5, okay, fourth number is 7. Like this it goes on increasing. Okay, I'll comment this. I will comment this. Are you understanding, Usha? Range with 1 parameter, range with 2 parameters, range with 3 parameters. Okay, good. You see here, at the end we must give colon. At the end we must give colon. Okay, that is mandatory. If I remove the colon, what will be the error, Usha? If I remove the colon, what will be the error? If I remove this colon, what will be the error? Syntax error. Good. Okay. Now we did this. Okay. uh, I will import. This is a program. Okay, this is a program. I'll copy this. I'll copy this. I'll go here. I'll paste it. I'll paste it. Okay, we are importing sys module. Sys module will be having exit function. Okay, now we are printing from 2 to 20. All the even numbers. All the even numbers. We are printing them. Okay. Now when we come out of this part will be not executed. This part will be not executed. Okay, I'll run this. You see there, we got all the even numbers. We got all the even numbers in between 2 to 20. Okay, we are coming out of this by using sys.exit. This one is not executed. This one is not executed. Okay. Now the next thing is function. Okay, function is a subprogram. Function is a subprogram which performs a particular task. Okay, say if you want to write a function in Python, we must write define function name block of statements. Here we must write return. Okay, if you don't write return also, it's okay. Now parameters, we must give the parameters. After that colon, after that colon. Say I'm writing a function for define f1. Okay, I'll give colon. I'll give colon. Just I'll write print. I'll write print hello, or I'll write in function. Okay, in function. Control is in function. If I want to call this, just I need to write f1. Okay, just I'll copy this. Control C. I'll come here. I'll paste here. I'll copy all these things. Let's see. I will comment this. Now I'll run this. You see there, control is in function. Okay. I think you know functions, Usha. Okay. Functions advantages. Function advantages is we can use the functions multiple times. We can use n number of times. F1, something like this. Okay. If I call 2 times, we will get the output 2 times. You see there, control is in function. Okay, I will comment this. I will comment this also. Now I'll define one more function. Def function 2. Okay, this takes two parameters. X and y. This takes two parameters, x and y. I will give colon. Now return x plus y. Okay, now I will copy result. I will take a variable result. Okay, result is equal to f2. I will call a function f2. Now I will pass 1000 comma 54. Okay, now I'll try to print the result. Okay, I'll try to print a result. Okay, now I'll comment the first function. Now we must write the function call f2. We must write the function call. This is function call. Okay, this is function call. Similarly, this is function definition. This part is function definition. Okay, I'll give quotes. Now I'll run this. Okay, here this is also function call. Just I'll comment this. You see there, we got the output. Okay, we are passing two parameters. These are known as parameters. These are known as parameters. Okay, parameters or arguments. Okay, I'll give quotes. I'll give quotes. Okay. Even you can add one more statement like print I am in, or control is in F2 function. Okay, I'll run this. You see there, we got the message like control is in F2 function and 1054 we got. Okay.
Hello, sir. Hello.
Tell me, Usha.
ಸರ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ರಿಟರ್ನ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ ಪ್ಲಸ್ ವೈ ಅಂತ ಬರ್ದಿದಿರಲ್ವಾ, ಸೊ ಅದ್ರ ಪಾಲ್ ನಾವು ಪ್ರಿಂಟ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ ಪ್ಲಸ್ ವೈ ಅಂತಾನು ಬರಿಬೋದಲ್ವಾ ಸರ್, ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ಲೈನ್?
Oh, 1 minute. Okay, tell me, Usha.
ಸರ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ರಿಟರ್ನ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ ಪ್ಲಸ್ ವೈ ಅಂತ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೀರಲ್ವಾ ರಿಸಲ್ಟ್, ಸೊ ನಾವು ರಿಟರ್ನ್ ಪ್ಲೇಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ರಿಂಟ್ ಕೂಡ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದಲ್ವಾ ಸರ್?
ಪ್ರಿಂಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಅಲ್ಲೇ ಪ್ರಿಂಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡ್ರಿ, ನಾನು ತೆಗಿತೀನಿ
ಓಕೆ,
ಅದನ್ನ ಅನ್ಕಮೆಂಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ. ಈಗ ಪ್ರಿಂಟ್ x, y, x plus y. Okay, so we can print like that also. Okay, ಅವಾಗ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತಂದ್ರೆ just I'll uncomment this. ಅವಾಗ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತಂದ್ರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಇದನ್ನ ತೆಗೆದು ಬಿಡಬೇಕು ರಿಸಲ್ಟ್ ನ. ಓಕೆ, so I'll run this. You see there, we got it. Okay, we are printing here itself. Okay, so I'll comment this now. Now I will write multiple functions for addition, subtraction, multiplication and division individually. Okay, I'll name the function as s. Okay, so it receives parameters like x comma y. Say x comma y, it must be begin with diff. Say diff return x plus y. Say here I am calling the function s. We need to pass 200 comma 300. Okay, now it needs to be copied in some result r1 is result. Now I'll print the result. Print r1. Okay, now for multiplication, division also I'll copy these things. Control Z, Control C. Okay, I'll come here, I'll paste here. Instead of s, I'll take d as the difference. Okay, now what I must write here? It must be minus. Okay, so here I must call d. Okay, so 200 and 300 I am passing. 200 minus 300 minus 100 will be the result. Okay, so I'll make this one as r2. Okay, we'll try to run them. Okay, you see that the first one result is 200 comma 300. It will send back 500. 500 will be stored in r1. We are printing r1, so you got 500 as the result. Now we are passing 200 comma 300. 200 minus 300 is minus 100. We got minus 100 as the answer. Okay, similarly I'll write one more function. For multiplication. The name of the function is m. We will give m as the function name. Can I write mul? Function name na mul anta kodboda?
ಹಾ ಸರ್,
ಕೊಡಬಹುದು. Okay, we can give anything. We can give any name. Okay, if I am giving mul there, here also I must write mul. Okay, now here it is a multiplication. So shift into say x into y. Say I will pass 20 comma 30. Okay, this I will store in r3. Okay, this I will store in r3. I'll print R3. I'll print R3. Okay. So I'll run this. I'll run this. You see there, 20 into 30 is 600. Okay, it is 600. Say we want a quotient. We want the quotient. Okay, Control C, Control V. This time I'll take that one as division. Okay, the next function is division. This time x divided by y. So I'll take 2000. Here it is 50. Here it is 50. Here the result I will take as a 4. Okay, now I'll try to print 4. It will give you quotient. It will give you quotient. I'll run this. Return 2000 divided by 50. 2000 divided by 50. Oh, what is the mistake here, Usha?
Division, sir. We have to give division
Yes,
instead of multiplication.
Yes, we have to give division. So I'll run this. We got 40.0. Okay. Say we want the remainder. We want the remainder. If you want the remainder means we must give percentage symbol. Okay. Whenever we divide 2002 with 50, we will get remainder as 2. See there, we got the remainder as 2. Okay, do you agree with me, Usha?
Sir, yeah.
Okay. Okay, Usha, we can stop here. Okay. In this session, you learned for loop, for statements, range function, and function. Okay, and functions. These functions, how to define the function. Okay, we must write diff, we must write colon, and we must write the body of the function. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Okay, we will stop here. I'll send you the video. Okay, Usha?
Okay, sir. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, sir. Bye.
Bye.